Have you ever paused to consider why some married women seem naturally receptive to attention outside their marriage? Why she might linger on certain words, respond with subtle gestures, or behave in ways that leave most men frustrated, confused, or even irritated? You notice it, yet many men shrug it off, attributing it to luck, circumstance, or character flaws. The truth is far more precise. There are distinct patterns rooted in psychology, human behavior, and Stoic philosophy, that explain why she reacts to certain men the way she does. This isn't about gossip, judgment, or labeling anyone as good or bad. This is about clarity, awareness, and mastery. Mastery over yourself, your reactions, and the signals you project. Once you truly see these patterns, you stop being bewildered by her behavior. You stop responding emotionally to what seems random or unfair. Instead, you act with focus, precision, and purpose. These insights aren't just about attraction. They reveal how she mirrors energy, confidence, and boundaries. And failing to grasp this leaves you vulnerable to being overlooked, misjudged, or dismissed entirely. Here's the uncomfortable reality. Most men will watch this and dismiss it, believing they already understand. If you fail to absorb these lessons, you will continue missing chances to influence, protect, and elevate yourself. You'll remain puzzled when she directs attention elsewhere and frustrated when your presence doesn't carry the weight it should. Before we dive deeper, ask yourself, if you leave this video without subscribing, are you prepared to keep missing truths that could transform your life? Or will you end up in the comments, trying to justify why you ignored this while others quietly take control of their actions? Many men automatically assume that when a married woman shows interest outside her relationship, it's simply bad luck, temptation, or weakness, hers or theirs. That's a surface-level perspective, one that ignores the deeper mechanics of human behavior. The reality is far more precise. She responds to subtle cues, energy, and behaviors that most men fail to register. It's not random, it's cause and effect. Once you understand this, her actions cease to be unpredictable, and your responses no longer need to be reactive. This understanding isn't about blaming her or feeling powerless. Every glance, every gesture, every micro-expression contains information, an unspoken signal about what she perceives, respects, or desires. Women subconsciously pick up on your energy, focus, emotional state, and boundaries, and they respond accordingly. React emotionally, and you broadcast insecurity or neediness. Act with calm, intention, and self-control, and you project stability, authority, and presence. She mirrors the energy you radiate. Understanding this transforms your approach to relationships, social dynamics, and attention entirely. You stop wasting energy trying to control what you cannot. You stop feeling frustrated when her attention drifts elsewhere. Instead, you master what truly matters, yourself. This is the essence of Stoicism: self-discipline, self-control, and clarity. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Apply this principle, and what once seemed chaotic or unpredictable becomes manageable and even predictable. Every decision you make, how you carry yourself, where you place your attention, how you respond, is either strengthening your presence or weakening it. Women respond to deliberate energy, not desperation or confusion. They reflect the focus, discipline, and boundaries you exhibit. This is not manipulation. It's understanding human nature, so you operate from awareness rather than impulse. The men who fail to grasp this remain reactive, misreading signals, and constantly second-guessing themselves. Those who internalize it move through social spaces with quiet authority. The stakes are real. Ignore this, and you continue to misread signals, expend energy on emotions you cannot control, and remain invisible in crucial moments. Accept it, and you gain an edge few men ever achieve. You control your presence, energy, and influence. You start seeing not only her behavior but the invisible rules governing attraction, attention, and respect. Every glance, gesture, and interaction becomes data, information you can interpret, learn from, and act on with intention. Ask yourself now, do you want to remain confused and reactive, letting others dictate the flow of attention and influence? Or will you step into awareness and control, mastering yourself, and allowing your deliberate energy to shape the outcomes around you? The choice defines your life, your presence, and your success. Your reactions, your discipline, and your understanding determine whether you remain a passive observer or an active force in every room you enter. This is what Stoicism teaches. Freedom comes from mastery over your mind, clarity in perception, and precision in action. Apply these truths, and the chaos of human behavior transforms into predictable patterns. You gain the ability to observe without judgment, influence without desperation, and act without attachment to outcomes. This isn't theory, it's a practical, actionable framework that changes how people perceive you, how they respond to you, and ultimately, how you experience the world. Every moment you ignore these lessons is a moment you let chance dictate your influence. Every moment you apply them is a step toward control, awareness, and intentional living. So, the question is simple but vital. Will you continue reacting to life, or will you rise, master yourself, and operate from deliberate energy that commands respect, attention, and presence wherever you go? Principle 1. Awareness drives attraction. Women are drawn to men who are self-aware, grounded, and in control of their own energy. Attraction reflects presence and stability. She notices when you remain steady even under shifting circumstances. This steadiness signals mastery, calm authority, and internal alignment. The smallest disruptions, hesitation in speech, tension in posture, or reactive gestures, are picked up subconsciously. Even when unspoken, your energy broadcasts a story about your value and reliability. He who controls himself controls the world around him. True mastery of self outweighs external action. She responds to your demeanor first, not your words. Words can be hollow, presence cannot. A man may speak eloquently and yet repel attention if his energy betrays anxiety, insecurity, or restlessness. Conversely, a man who holds his composure, regardless of circumstance, becomes magnetic. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." A man unable to manage his thoughts, impulses, or emotions appears unstable, even if he seems confident. Women sense this subconsciously. It is not logical, it is intuitive. They respond to cues, rhythm, and the silent signals of control and clarity. Calm composure, focus, and self-discipline make you magnetic. Your energy communicates value without effort. It is subtle, invisible to those not attuned, but undeniably effective. Modern psychology confirms that people react more to nonverbal signals, posture, tone, and consistency, than to words. Men who chase validation, over-explain, or overreact broadcast neediness, lowering attraction instantly. A composed, present man draws attention naturally, effortlessly, without trying. Historically, a man's demeanor mattered more than status or wealth. Women respected those who carried quiet authority and spoke with measured words. The legendary generals, philosophers, and statesmen were magnetic because their presence alone signaled reliability and internal mastery. Observe habits, routines, and reactions. Strengthen discipline and focus. Let your presence attract attention. She will respond to your stability unconsciously, drawn not to what you say but to who you are at your core. Principle 2. Emotional energy shapes response. She reacts primarily to the emotional signals you send. Anxiety, neediness, overattention, or desperation pushes her away. Calm focus, steadiness, and intentionality pull her closer. Your inner state is more influential than anything you say or do. Silent waters run deep. Calm, controlled energy is magnetic. Emotional storms repel. The way you carry yourself, the absence of neediness, the silent confidence in your actions, all of this communicates value before a word is spoken. Control over reactions shapes your life. React emotionally, and you participate in chaos. React rationally, and you influence outcomes, directing attention without force. If you broadcast panic, insecurity, or impatience, she distances subconsciously. Display steadiness, respect, and control, and she mirrors it, finding you reliable and attractive. Behavioral research confirms that energy and consistency matter more than content. People respond to stability, predictability, and subtle authority over words, status, or effort. Emotional self-mastery increases influence dramatically. The ancient Stoics valued patience, measured responses, and self-control. Composed men were seen as leaders, individuals whose presence inspired respect and drew attention naturally. Women were instinctively drawn to that energy, sensing reliability and calm authority. Modern psychology and evolutionary research support the same principle. Emotional regulation communicates power, competence, and trustworthiness. Monitor your reactions. Pause before responding. Maintain calm energy. Let your steadiness communicate value before you act or speak. Over time, this practice reshapes perception. Others respond to you with respect, interest, and attention, not because you force it, but because your energy naturally attracts it. Principle 3. Desire reflects your energy. Her attention reflects your presence, clarity, and boundaries. She mirrors what you project. You cannot control her actions, but you can shape perception through your energy. Your energy sets the tone for interaction, influence, and attraction. As you sow, so shall you reap. Your discipline, composure, and self-control cultivate her responses. You cannot force interest, but you can communicate value and reliability through your demeanor. Women respond to the clarity and consistency of a man's energy, not merely to words or gestures. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Influence outcomes indirectly through your energy, not through force or coercion. Focus on your presence, self-discipline, and boundaries. Her attention will naturally mirror your inner state. She reacts unconsciously to the signals you radiate: confidence, calm, clarity, and authority. Social science confirms that perception drives behavior. Confidence, composure, and consistency attract attention effortlessly. Stoics believed that external events reflect internal mastery. A woman's response is not random. It is a reflection of your energy, your discipline, and the signals you project. Maintain presence, clarity, and self-discipline. Every gesture, every movement, and every word reflects your internal state. She responds unconsciously. You cannot control her desire, but you can shape how it is directed. This is the subtle power of energy, the invisible force that governs attention, attraction, and respect. Principle 4. Boundaries preserve value. She notices when you maintain limits. Boundaries aren't about controlling her. They protect your clarity, stability, and value. Boundaries communicate respect for yourself and create an aura of authority. Setting boundaries demonstrates self-respect and intentionality. Allow everything, and you signal disposability. Enforce calmly, and you project authority. Boundaries create structure in interactions, signaling what is acceptable and what is not. This is not manipulation. It is clarity and intentionality. Define what is acceptable. Enforce consistently, without anger or emotional volatility. Boundaries communicate value silently, shaping how she perceives you and responds to your energy. A man who maintains calm, consistent boundaries radiates reliability, control, and presence. The Stoics understood that maintaining limits was essential to internal freedom. When you allow external circumstances or others' actions to dictate your state, you lose control. Boundaries preserve autonomy, project confidence, and establish the framework in which interactions take place. Women sense this immediately. They respond unconsciously to a man who protects his space, energy, and attention. Boundaries, when combined with self-awareness, emotional regulation, and disciplined energy, make your presence magnetic. They reinforce the value you communicate through composure, focus, and deliberate action. Over time, maintaining boundaries ensures that attention is directed where it belongs, toward a man who values himself, manages his energy, and operates from clarity rather than reaction. Applying these principles changes everything. You stop reacting to her attention. Instead, you respond intentionally. Every glance, gesture, or word she directs your way no longer pulls you into instinctive, emotional reactions. Instead, You observe, assess, and act with precision. She notices your stability, focus, and self-respect, and without effort, she is drawn to your energy. This magnetic presence comes from mastery over yourself, not manipulation of her behavior. Your focus is no longer scattered. Every thought, every action, every response is deliberate and purposeful. Your energy communicates value silently, and that energy is magnetic because it is grounded in self-discipline, awareness, and internal clarity. Mastery isn't merely about attraction. It's about clarity in decision-making, control over impulses, and emotional regulation. As you strengthen this internal authority, she mirrors your composure. Interactions shift in your favor without force, and your influence grows naturally. The difference is subtle, yet profound. Where most men are reactive, chasing attention, over-explaining, or trying to impress, you are intentional, calm, and commanding. True transformation begins internally. It shapes not only her responses but also your confidence, clarity, and poise in all interactions. You carry a quiet authority that is impossible to ignore. Control yourself, and others will respect that control. True power comes from mastering your mind, your energy, and your focus, not from attempting to control her actions. Every thought you discipline, every emotion you regulate, and every action you measure compounds over time into influence, respect, and presence. Every day you delay this mastery is a day of lost influence, missed respect, and wasted opportunity. Remaining reactive, confused, or emotionally driven ensures that your potential is overlooked, while others who master themselves quietly gain advantage. Every ignored truth is an opportunity lost. If you've watched this far and haven't subscribed, stop hesitating. Take control of your energy and your presence now, or be prepared to regret the chances you let slip by. Mastery begins with you. It starts with the way you carry yourself, the clarity of your mind, and the deliberate use of your focus. If this video sharpened your understanding of human behavior, take action. Hit like, subscribe to Daily Stoic Vault, and share these insights with someone who needs them. Don't wait for life to teach you lessons the hard way. Every moment you delay is influence lost. Subscribe now and step into deliberate, unshakable mastery, where your energy, focus, and presence command respect and attention wherever you go.